Et voilà, on commence, c'est commence. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Je sais pas si ça vient sur. Voilà. On a commencé avec le princesse et un peu. Ça commence mieux avec la flèche. Attends, je vérifie un truc. Je vérifie juste un truc. Oh, ouais, Hmm. Je vais prendre un. Attends, je vais augmenter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Hmm.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she is dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right? You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table, the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Non. Fuck you.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains? Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Can't do it.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need. You should know better.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less. That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Это. What?
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess.
Fine, turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab... It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me in? It's not like this little door I'll hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrified. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently opens the door, you do
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've
getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the base, you're here to slay. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he... Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time. A warning. But she will lie, she will cheat. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least, she was direct. It doesn't matter. Don't. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already got an app, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be good. Steel. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us... The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. Those are the words of someone who knows. You cross over the threshold and onto a series more eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice pranced.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us. Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be. Something tells me she isn't going to be very keen on talking anyway. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make...
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't...
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then the experience stops once more as your body Okay, whatever you were doing, please... You sure about that? Are you sure that you have seconds? Yes, I'm sure. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can? Oh well. Standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Your weapon is still in your hands. Liver, nerves, heart.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're... I don't think I can live without you. And death doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave. I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably. and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear.
Thinking about that knife, are we? Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you. I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died afraid as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable. We're stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear. No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Until your heart finally gives out. And then when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out. And a lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative. Chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free. Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you. I promise. I know what I am, and right now, I'm in control.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws. Are you serious? You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out. Let me out.
A reprieve, a good life, love, children, a steady career, recognition from your peers. Here one moment.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. No.
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep... You can't keep going? What are you talking about?
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Whoa, 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 Oh, oh, oh.
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? There was a princess, I think. It's all so... You should know about the princess. At least, not until I guess. It feels so long ago. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to... Slay! We decided not to do that. Didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. No. We were supposed to keep her trapped
Reviens.
forever, I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried. We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more... Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
Ouais. J'ai l'impression d'avoir zappé multiples routes
This is
là.
bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here? Many times. It feels like we've been here forever. But it also feels like we've barely... It doesn't matter. Yes, we just have to do what she says, and then... It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine... There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on. What does here even mean, if you really think about it? Shut up! You were here. Every single time. You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And I'm cruel and beautiful. You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it maybe your your memories. Here you go philosophizing again. He never got... Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us. They're good questions. Great questions. They all just end in quivering talk. It doesn't matter what we do because we always find her. And then she smashes us. If you all just stopped feeling... Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in. You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, no, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it. He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job. She's still here. Buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin. cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to bits.
She's on the other side, and we have to.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Of course it'll work. He always makes the best, and it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer.
The interior of the cabin is the only object of note. The blade is your implement. You take it. You reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it, you lean over the hole and gaze into the deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back
No,
at you.
salut.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could know you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. What's left is you to take my will, and let me out. It was so much fun, you and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, a witness. I can even make you a little cage if you... Now don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't fall...
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking. You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
The fuck?
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired. Why is it so cold?
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away.
Maybe it won't be gone. Doesn't seem like there's much else to do with.
Finally, we...
Oh, you stop with the smell.
What do we say, boys? One last... Yeah. Seems we've got a majority. Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad.
It feels I'm done fighting.
My heart feels the game was always I'll be free.
I'm ready.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me.
Mm-hmm.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is a waiting mall, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it? You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, okay, stupid.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. Everything, until we meet. Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow. If you need time, then I'll wait with you. You are as I am now, and for forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oula. Le jeu. Ah, d'accord. Donc le jeu s'est fermé, d'accord. D'accord. Ok. Ah putain, connard et tout. Ah, connard sur mon stream, super.
You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, what the heck.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the bed you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. That's the spirit. You make your way up the short. A warning, she will laugh. We're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade. You take the blade from the...
Bon, une petite fois.
The door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? you drop the knife, and the two of
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. How are you?
You step forward, your grip on the blade.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, so you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate...
Then I'm not talking to you.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where you're... Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you in that your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleed, the two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your...
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay... what she will lie? Lying. Are you sure about the point of the princess? Crystal. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to force... The blade is your implement. You take the blade from the altar. The daughter. Her fierce voice.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost... Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you in...
Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free? I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh, and I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists. Is that really too much
Yeah, especially that last. Don't be such a. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with it that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the. We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not. Alright, fine. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed it. Maybe. You did. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is what you don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die. I know. You and the princess have been talking about it. You don't have to be so snot.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us. Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the... Here we go. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin. She's up. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to... She almost looks disappointed. Why is...
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me. It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world... She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow. Think it through. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to feint and do your best to outplay her, slashing out. This weak little dance isn't working. Just cough it up. She's thrown us around like a ragdoll, I think overpowering.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes. The pressure on everything goes dark. You're on a path. If you weren't so damn, fear is good. Fear keeps us up. So what? You'd have us cow? No. But that place. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? Are you not sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand... It doesn't matter. It's good to know that we may have this... Coward. Turning our back to her. Could be a mistake. Are you serious? Fine, you walk away from the cabin. We'll see how that goes for you. Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we?
A dark place. Thoughts like us.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen?
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're... You make your way. A warning. She will ignore him. The interior of the daughter. Her voice.
Hello?
Yes. Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with them. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay.
Hi.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the right. You walk up to the chain. They're large and heavy. Far too...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here in...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost... If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it... You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm,
Oh la vache.
her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of... It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it may... Or we could use it to... You won't like what happens if you... Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the print. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole... No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches the bottom stair... Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you...
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, red, but the princess dodges, stumbling back. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. The blade! Move the... As your body remains frozen in stubborn...
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuri...
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh.
Oh no!
Stay strong. We can tough it out until... For her sake. Don't you start pretending whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as everything goes dark, and you die. Your honor, you're here to slay her. Oh, if only you knew what you... Forget, but... Don't. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestry. The blade is your implement. You take the... I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an... Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivation. The door to the bed... But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her, a soft voice...
Hello?
Her voice! It's... Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save. We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy... My love! We're here to rest... You know she can't hear. She may not be able to hear my word. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, or...
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't...
Did you hear that? And she called us a hip. Flattery really goes a long way. Waiting for you. That's right, villain. And you killed her. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by... And you've died before. So we damned a whole world. Nothing resets you.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you... What? No, she's a prisoner here. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay. She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic... No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence...
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? Are you listening to her? At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the... The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest had... No, I can't let you... You what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain tight. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That... I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a
Sure.
embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and you're... Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse, you love-blind fool. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave.
She's right. It isn't fair. Enough with this true love nonsense. Of course you wouldn't understand. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay, yeah, you've got this.
You place your hand and the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding? Ah, I knew it. Your words are no match for the pure strength of our heart. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, that's not how this... Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obvious.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, and then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, was he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too...
Cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat. She's gone. Is that a... But it feels so bad. Look, yes. I fear that we won't look... Okay. She'll be there.
When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish, flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already... Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. If I am to be an ocean, you will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are. The wounds they've suffered carved. I would be alone. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay. You make your way up the shore. Oh, she will laugh. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sound. Don't let it.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really focus on the task at hand?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then why did you bring in that?
She makes a don't you dare. It's far. The blade
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what she is.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. Oh, have you decided what to do?
You know what. Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chains. They're large and heavy. Far too
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
doubtful.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down. The knife. Pick it up and cut.
You won't like. Against your you cut into her flesh. She didn't so much as utter a free from her bindings. The princess turned. How is she so composed?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. As the princess. Wait, this isn't watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade. Stop it. Stop. The blade. Move the.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eye. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost. Her face remains unchanged as she watches. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark. You're on a. You're. Oh, don't you start grab. Don't forget. I'm a clock. You and as far. Oh, did you? No, I didn't. The interior, the. I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. Are you sure? What if she? Yes. Turns it. Okay. Normally, yeah, but wonderful. Don't worry. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. The door to her voice.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make... Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be some...
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. What? You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. And now you're back.
Is that really all? It's not like we have much of a clue about.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible. First, you make a. It's idea. The situation for you. If you, I am. That's. I get exactly. Move the more. You're. I just give it a rest. This is.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Yes, your intentions. You have a nut. There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. Or more. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that. She certainly seems confident. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario, though if she isn't bluffing. So, I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing them. Then let me help. That doesn't. There are none. The pros.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. You tried this last time. Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended. Oh, boy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too little. I think you got your point across. You slide the blade across. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word. She cut. No! Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Huh. So that killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her Oh no, oh no, what did we do? The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
Huh. So I guess that's it.
I hate this. Of course, the princess...
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking for...
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have...
You're just wasting your energy. Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's set.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful... You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from... Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to Over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
She's gone. And is that a... But it feels so bad.
You're right.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing...
No, that can't be right.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of top. All of me is changing. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you. It says that your heart is gentle, that even... I will be here in due time.
You're on a path in the woods. Good. You're still listening to reason. You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening.
I'm probably so.
You're so close. Now, this is a
Oh.
doubt, unfortunately, clouds. Are you serious? You lacked the will to finish the job. This is the end.
Is this real?
She plants her foot and she leaps.
That's too bad.
Everything goes dark. You're here. Oh, don't you start. If he doesn't... What? Oh, she will be... If that's what you... The interior of the cabin is... What? We don't... No, blade, but it's still a stone. You weren't kidding when you said it was... You shouldn't have... We need to get... Should we? It doesn't matter. Making your way down the spiral staircase, the princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window.
Her long hair billows around.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it...
The little bird has returned to me. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You and more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we... The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose... Are you serious? Just you haven't felt.
Do you think holding shut your beak is...
There's nothing she can't.
Confused. Meek. It doesn't matter. All of it is easily... And there it is. Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And...
She's inevitable.
Your will was so easily... All you need to do now is break my chain.
If this is what you want, then I guess no. You can't just give in to her, not when the...
There's still something in the way. A greasy film in some... Is that a person? No, it used to...
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with...
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. Rise, my little...
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chain.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
All you need to do is...
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose.
What a good disciple you...
Is that a... What is that?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. Do you know it? Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces. I'm asking you because I cannot know your... There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for... Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you. The next time I will be here.
You're on a path in the... Does it? Are you a monarch? She sound... Good. You're still listening to reason. You step forward. You lunge forward without a moment. You feel flesh easily give way.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. Do you actually believe this?
It's like she's convinced. Yes. But it's over. But is it over? We should make sure. I really... And why should... I've told...
You lean down and place. We definitely won't if you. I'm sorry, do you. Wait. What? You know what that was?
I guess I won't be dying alone ever.
Something sharp digs. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. As you fall, she.
An eye for an eye. See you around.
You was. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark. You're on a path. You're here. A warning. She will. We know what to look at. Just. The interior of the cabin. The blade. You take. Feels a bit. Yes. Scraping. Her grief.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
There is something so. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like as you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains.
Come on now, we're not. If she sounds threatening,
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
last. It's on.
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death, but I don't remember it, so
I have abs. She's just because she. But you know, but I'm all the more. The princess falls. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound. Whose meat? Hers. Then yours.
Hee.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade, and then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade. Bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squat. You're on a. No, fuck that. If you're. The interior of the cab, I feel. The circle's getting good. Great. So what? This is our. No wonder. That can't be right. Nah. Let's. The only furniture of note. We take it. Okay, this feels right. That's right. We've got. That's a fighting spirit. I'd love to get started just as you walk through the door. There isn't a door. It's just that it isn't a mirror. I can feel. If it's in our way. You make your. Let's just fumble. Reach forward and place your. And the mirror's gone. It was inevitable. It's time. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's.
She's got another thing. Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters actually does. Nothing bad has come of it. Plenty bad has come. The past isn't. Your internal bickering is. She's loose. And she is coming.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's. She isn't one to talk. I agree. That's not help. You were the one who asked. Fine. Talk. Oh, for the love of. The princess stops.
Nah, not interested. And don't take it the wrong way. I think you're neat. But I'm.
We should coil us. Just get ready to fight. Before you can finish another dodge. Now. Fails to hit you. Ah, yes.
Oh, you're a fast one. That's fun. But I think I can get even.
Now, hit her back. You dodge and parry and strike and ask for blade flashes through. Ow. Wow. She is absolutely uncompromising, isn't she? I know. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. You're on it. No, you're in it. I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This. Stop saying dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about. Okay. Whatever we do gets us another. We don't need any other. Yeah, as long as we keep. Flawless idea, if you ask me.
Come on, show me something new.
This is working. She skewered. Well, there's more of us. And then you skewer yours.
I thought we.
Huh. That didn't do much. What? She skewered.
Oh, don't give up on.
Comp. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. And then everything goes dark. Oh, don't lose your head. Everything over. This. Yeah. How about the only there are in about you? Yeah. Narrator. We. Fine by me. It's more of a slide. Fine. Oh, you don't care. Just want to win. Fine. You make your way to the basement. But
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up, I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I got something ready for you while you were gone. I'm not going to wait for an answer.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want it? Well, yeah. She says she has a. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Yes. Do you think we can throw that looked? How is she still? Parts still beat. This is fake. This is all fake. She doesn't even have a back. This is all just a. We screwed. What just happened? It's so.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for. You're incredible.
I think you know what I am.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective. We've already crossed the point of no return.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature. When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or, even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that work. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten me,
boundless torrent of blades cut you for boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts are not you. Alive, dead, alive. You learn to put yourself away, and in your stillness you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you.
oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no... When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, only with both of us is there a future to look.
My threads, like yours, are unbroken. To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind. But you found me. And we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that was shared skepticism blossomed into freedom. But we needed to walk a path together. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you have... But you say nothing.
Your left hair tries to stick into your body, and another, and another, and another. But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. Happy. Once what you think of as independence merely an illusion. Without me, you can have no peace. There are few things more terrifying than one's own house. And there is almost nothing more terrifying than sharing it with another. But the most terrifying thing of all is to leave one's heart unshared. You are the only thing. Could you bear the weight of an eternity alone? Do you dare to shape a reality of solitude?
universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go. What I offer you is not perspective, it is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you. After all the times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. But you don't have to get into all that. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get there's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take...
It's time to resume our...
She's relentless, isn't she? Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but do you need me to describe things? It's just us. That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. The stairs. Do you remember the first time?
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out. I don't think I want that either. I don't feel the same. I feel smaller. I don't think there's a way out, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix this place and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up.
Can she really do that?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back. I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends. Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever. None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me. I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring, and if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay. But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. She takes the blade from our hand. Yeah, it's better if we don't say.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you.
Et ça va.
You're on a path. You're
Oh.
here to slay.
Ouais. Comment ça? Ah, je comprends. Bref. Damn. Quel jeu quand même, j'ai même pas fini. Je sais, j'ai essayé de faire à 100%. Encore beaucoup à faire.